It's Dr. Chris. This is Wellness Wednesdays here at Health First Wellness Center. Today we're talking about protein and why it's so important. What's the first thing most people do when they get up in the morning? Besides grabbing a cup of coffee, they'll have pancakes, waffles, toast. They'll have a lot of carbs. Carbs are high on the glycemic index. It's going to spike your sugars. Long run, it's going to, besides the diabetes, it will put weight on. First thing you do is have some protein in the morning. Protein is low on the glycemic index. It's very filling and it's good calories. What I usually like to tell people is usually go for non-dairy protein that is also vegan. People go, why is that? I'm not lactose intolerant. As mammals, which are mammals, there tends to be what you call a lactose sensitivity, and I'll tell you what that is. When we eat dairy, dairy actually slows our digestive tract. When you slow your digestive tract, you get inflammation. When you get inflammation, you put on more weight. When you put on more weight, that leads to chronic inflammation, more weight, your sugars spike, which can lead to diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and down the line, it could lead to some cancer. So that's off the bat. We want to make sure that we take as little dairy as possible. So I tell people, when you go for the protein, do a non-dairy protein. So okay. On top, I tell people, go for a vegan protein. It's very important. People say, why? Well, if you're like most people or whatever, if you're going to grab your animal protein or red meat, chicken, what have you not, which is not bad, but that's going to actually lower the pH of your blood and make it more acidic. The more acidic your blood is going to actually lead to some inflammation. Like before, inflammation is going to lead to chronic inflammation. It's going to lead to chronic illness, and it can eventually lead to cancer, which we don't want at all. So I tell people, if you add a vegan plant-based protein, what it does, it'll raise the pH of the blood, make it more alkaline, therefore balancing the blood chemistry, make it more homeostatic, so you won't be in this chronic inflammation state, which is beneficial. Another reason why I tell patients and people about the vegan protein, because plant-based protein is a very good source of probiotic, and as we age, we need to make sure our gut is moving. So the plant-based protein, which is the probiotics, help to keep us regular as we get older, very important. And these proteins usually come out like in the pre-made, 20 grams of protein. If it's enough for me, it's enough for most people. 20 grams of protein is more than enough per sitting. And what I like about the pre-made proteins, they actually do have a protein version. I mean, they have a coffee version with the protein, which is good. You want a little boost? You have your caffeine from the coffee, but on the other side, you do have the protein mixed in, so you don't get that large spike or that crash. The protein will balance out the caffeine and it keep you stable. Hope that was a nice tip for you today. I'll see you again soon.